great thing about the GPO is it's actually one of the oldest purpose-built GPOs in the whole world that's still functioning as a post office today. It was built in 1814 by a man called Francis Johnson, one of the great architects of the day, and it's a fine classical facade in Dublin's streetscape. But it's famous too, not just as a GPO, but obviously as the headquarters of the 1916 Rising. What happened was on Easter Monday morning, which was a very pleasant, sunny morning, it was a holiday, bank holiday time, Patrick Pearse and James Connolly and the people associated with them, they stopped outside the GPO and the order was given to rush the GPO building. In they rushed, a couple of shots were fired down in the public office where we are, and the staff left, except for a small number of telegraph staff who were upstairs. So the building was taken over, it became the headquarters of the Rising for a week, and after another stand for another day or so, they eventually surrendered. But what they did, of course, was the spark that led to later events that were the catalyst for Irish independence. The GPO has always been the heart of the city. Partly to do with the post office, and partly because it's basically the city centre. All distances throughout the country were always measured from the GPO. So today, if people have a grievance or want to make a point about something political or some social issue, you'll find that they congregate outside the GPO, and that's fine because it's important for people to have somewhere where they can make their voices heard in an orderly and polite way, and that's just part of being the GPO and its tradition over the centuries. Our exhibition is called Letters, Lives and Liberty, but it tries through those three particular aspects to tell the story of the post office and the GPO. All of our stamps are scanned in on display through a touch screen so that you can touch the screen and bring it up in great detail and see some of the overprinted stamps. When the Free State was founded, there wasn't time, of course, to get proper Irish stamps printed, so we used British stamps, the stamps of King George at the time, and got them overprinted with Sairstad Éireann or Rialtas Shealadoch na hÉireann, the Irish overprints for that time. Then there's the story of the post office itself. There's the transport and communications, railways, boats, the post boys, mail coaches. There's a gun downstairs, a blunderbuss, which was there to protect people on a dark night on the coach, say, from Dublin to Cork. And then, of course, we have a bit about 1916. We have a drama, something called a Pepper's Ghost, which is an old technology which tells the story of the post office staff who were actually here in the GPO upstairs, the telegraph people who defended the post office for an hour against the rebels. The post office covers a great range of different services, and for the GPO to be a functioning, active post office in the heart of the city is something that's still very important for all the people of Dublin and visitors alike.